Alright guys, so this might look really weird right now because I only have one eye done, but basically this video is going to show you how I do my eyeliner and how I go from this with hooded eyes to this perfectly flawless liner. No creasing, showing you the proper technique that I use, or I guess not proper technique, but the technique that worked best for me personally. Also the type of liner that I think is best for this eye shape. So yeah, this is the finished side and this is the side we are going to do today. I'll teach you how to achieve this beautiful wing liner. I've been doing this for years now and it did take a lot of like trial and error for me to figure out what worked best for my eye shape, and I figured it out. I have very hooded lids. It's pretty much non-existent if I'm looking straight on. So yeah, you can see this one just already looks bigger and amazing, and even though this wing is kind of long and out there, you don't have to do it like that. Of course you don't. I just got a little carried away. Just gonna get started and I'm gonna show you guys what I do to achieve this winged liner look.
Good morning, America. First thing I do when I wake up is blush. The
first thing you want to consider is whether your skin type is oily, dry, whatever. I know people don't typically think to prime their eyes when they only wear eyeliner, but if you have oily eyelids like myself, you might want to consider doing so that you can prevent creasing. I'm sorry if you hear a TV in the back. I have family that's watching TV next door, so it's kind of loud, but hopefully you guys can hear me. What I did with my super oily lids was I would prime it first and then bake with a loose translucent setting powder, and then I would wipe it off maybe after like 10 seconds or something like that. You don't have to leave it on that long. It just helps lock in, you know, the oils just as you would with your face. So I know it sounds really funny, but baking your eyelids really helps. Because my eyes are not as oily as they were before, they're pretty much on the normal side. I still do get creasing every now and then. I do prefer to set down my eyes anyway, just without an eye primer. So just make sure that you know your skin type and figure out what works best for you. I'm using the Coty Airspun translucent setting powder to set down my lids. You don't have to put a bunch if you're just setting it down with powder and you know, no eye primer, whatever, because less is honestly more. And I know that sounds crazy, but sometimes if you put too much powder, it can actually cause your eyes to get oilier throughout the day. The Coty Airspun powder I think is perfect for people with oily skin. I personally don't have oily skin, but for some reason my eyelids are super oily, so it's kind of weird. It's really weird actually. The next thing you want to do is pick your eyeliner of choice. You don't have to do or use the same eyeliner as I do, but this one has worked for me. So this is the NYX Liquid Matte Liner, and I just discovered this eyeliner, but honestly it has been my holy grail since discovering it, and I love it so much, especially for my eye shape. So you don't have to use this one. You can use gel, you can use a felt tip liner, but I actually prefer this formula because it's very long wearing. It's matte and I don't find that it transfers on my eyes. I don't know, as you can tell, having hooded lids, you're more prone to getting transferring because it folds over. So you want to make sure that you pick a formula that works best for you. I also find that using gel liner and then setting it down with black eyeshadow helps as well. And I do have another eyeliner that I did love a lot, but is I think discontinued, or they're not selling it here where I live anymore, but it's the NYC liquid liner. I love this so much. It's very similar to this one, although I don't think it's as long wearing, but it is cheaper. So if you have that accessible to you, I would definitely recommend, you know, using it. I like using this liquid liner because I think it's really easy to apply. Liquid liner is like my holy grail. I know people who prefer pencil and pencil only, or gel and gel only. It just depends on you and what you prefer. I just think it's really easy. But yeah, as you can see, if you take a look at my eyeliner right now, you can see that there's a swoop and it's not completely straight. It has a little bit of like this swoop thing going on. And many of you might not like it, but I actually do really like how it looks. I think it's different, but it doesn't look weird. But when I open my eyes, the line is completely straight, as you can see. Maybe you can't tell because I have lashes, but I will show you on this side. So the first thing I do is I would just recommend lining it up with your lower lash line. So I like to look up and then down into a mirror, and then you kind of just flick it out. So basically you're holding it, and then flick it out. So this is something that takes practice, is the pressure that you put on the liner itself. You want to loosen it up as you get towards the end, so that way you get that nice sharp look. What you want to do is make sure you look at both sides and make sure they're even. You don't even have to do that because who the fuck cares? It doesn't need to be completely even. Nothing is symmetrical. My eyebrows aren't even symmetrical. My eye shape isn't even symmetrical. Like this has 3 lid folds. This one only has 1. So it's you know, who cares? Once you have the angle that you like, this is where it gets a little weird. So my liner, I like to start from the top and then kind of do this swooping motion at an angle. So it's going to be looking like this, connected to this part. Does that make sense? So it's swooping down. So what I like to do is stop exactly where my lid folds. So as you can see right here, this is where my lid folds. I'm not going to open my eye all the way because it'll probably transfer, but you could see exactly where my fold is. That is where I stop the liner. And you can see it has this swooping effect. So from here, I like to just go at an angle this way. So we're going to slant it. This is so confusing. So now it looks like this. It kind of looks like a parallelogram. So now that you have this parallelogram on your eye, I'm just going to fill it in. And you could do this last if you want, but I'm kind of OCD and I have to like fill in the blank spaces. So let me do that really quick. Now that I have a parallelogram and it's filled in, I'm going to start from the inner corner of my eye and draw a thin line connecting here. So like how it is here, just that nice fluid line. What I like to do is actually press the brush against my lash line and just glide it across, and it creates a straight line. Always start thin and then build up. Okay. So now that we hit this part right here, and you can tell that I have a straight line, it's very, very thin. Now there's this awkward gap, right? So we're just going to fill that in. So this just looks choppy, right? It just looks like a square and then there's a line. So you want to fill in this area right here so it doesn't look like that. So now you can see that it has a natural swoop. If you want the wing higher, you can bring this swoopy part a little higher, more at an angle, like so. Now it looks like that. See, so now when you open your eye, it's completely straight and you don't have like a hidden liner. It just has like a swoop, but honestly I think it kind of complements eyeshadow really, really nicely. But you know, just adjust this to how you would like. So I'm gonna kind of fix this a little bit more, make it a little thicker. Now this is totally optional, you don't have to do this, but if you want that really sharp edge, you could just take some concealer and a brush and just kind of go underneath it and clean that up. So if it ever gets too thick on the outer corner here, you can use a Q-tip to clean it up or some concealer just to make it look nice and sharp, which is what I like to do. A lot of the times. You don't have to do that. I don't do that every time, but whenever I want it to look, you know, really sharp. And then again, this is of course optional, but I don't like seeing the skin right here when I have just eyeliner. So I'm taking a black pencil liner. This one is by LA girl. And I'm just gonna tightline my eyes. And then I'm gonna put on the outer half of my eye. So basically, that is what the eyeliner looks like. It's that simple. Actually, I know the way I said it doesn't make it sound that simple, but you can see when I look down, there's a swoop. And when I look straight, it's just a fluid line. And you could basically do it from any angle, as long as you do a little swoopy thing and you do like a more steep swoop if you're trying to bring it higher. But anyway, I'm going to just add some mascara and some lashes, and then I'll be right back to show you the results. This is what it looks like with lashes on. Sorry if this lash is not perfect, it's kind of playing me right now, but lashes really make a difference, and I think it really helps open up the eyes, especially when you have more hooded eyes like myself. But like I said, totally optional, and yeah, I just really love how it looks. So this is like the finished eyeliner look, you guys. Okay guys, so I'm back and I just did like a little bit of makeup. I'm sorry if it looks crazy. I'm creasing right now in my eyes. So anyway, I decided to just put a little bit of concealer and some bronzer and throw on a lip color that made me look like I tried a little bit. So yeah, I'm sorry if this makeup looks a little freaking crazy, but yeah, I just wanted to hop back on and just show you guys this is what the end result looks like. Sorry my makeup doesn't look that great. I just tried to like even out my skin but not like cover it, you know. So yeah, basically this is the look, you guys. I really hope that you guys found this video helpful. I don't know how many hooded eyed people there are out there, but honestly, you guys, we have to embrace the hooded eye. I, for the longest time, just hated my eye shape. I thought it was horrible and impossible to do makeup, and honestly, it's not. It just takes practice and a lot of trial and error. Hopefully, this technique helps you and you understand what I'm talking about. I've also done a lot of cut creases on my channel, or maybe not that many. I'm not sure. I think I did like a couple looks recently that are really great for hooded eyes. Previously, before that, I did cut creases, but they weren't very good. So if you guys want more videos on hooded eye makeup and stuff like that, how I do my cut creases, let me know down below. If this helped you out, please make sure to give me a thumbs up on this video and also subscribe to my channel. I'm so happy that there are over 100 of you now. Thank you so much, you guys. This means so much to me. It brings so much joy to my heart, and I'm just so happy, and I'm just engulfed in so much happiness. You don't even know. So yeah, hopefully this video was helpful to you. If you try this out, please let me know. If you have any questions, leave them down below and I will get back to you on them. Pretty much it for this eyeliner tutorial. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. I love you guys so much, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye guys.